Yeah. So it's now time for some viewer mail. If you would like to ask us a question, you can either tweet at us. I'm TommyBoy601 on Twitter.
I'm Airnandez93, AIRNANDEZ93.
Or you can leave a comment down below and we will try to answer your question. This one comes from Maxuranium. And he says, top gaming music soundtrack.
That's so loaded.
You right?
Oh my goodness, you can't pick one?
Give me let's do a top 3.
Okay, so this is completely biased and in no way reflects a top 3, but simply because...
Oh, and I'm making a rule right now. You can't say Smash Brothers because it
no, that's cheating. That's cheating.
Smash Brothers because it contains all of them.
It has all of them. Haha, I win. No, but just because it's on the top of my head now and you mentioned it, Zelda has a beautiful soundtrack, both orchestrated and 8-bit, incredibly classic. For whatever reason, what came into my mind next, and admittedly so, like it sounds silly because of the game and its history, but Halo has a fantastic
on my
soundtrack.
list.
Halo, like if you could be as elitist you want to be, like first person shooter, crazy sci-fi game, and see where like it's gone since its beginning, but oh my goodness, to sit there and deny that Halo does not have good music is just a lie.
That was on my list.
Thank you. I'm glad you agree. And if I had to pick a third, it'd probably be something like something a little more classic and retro. I would say like Mega Man, or even an old game like Chrono Trigger.
Okay, so my top 3, I think my number 1 has to go to. I wanna. Let's see. Actually, I'm just gonna name 3. First one, Mass Effect.
Okay.
The music in that series has always moved me, and it's always, there are certain songs that I'm just like, yes, like Top Gear, the car show, used one of Mass Effect's songs.
Did it really?
In one of their car reviews.
That's super cool.
And for like, it was the best like review they did that year, and that song made it, because later when they uploaded it to their YouTube channel, they didn't have the rights to distribute it on forever. They only had the rights from Mass Effect to do it on the show, and they changed the song, and it completely changes the emotional impact of the beginning of that review for the car. And that's, I think, when something like that, like you notice that and it changes just like how you go in, you know you're dealing with a grade A soundtrack.
Absolutely, music has an incredible impact.
Yeah. My number 2 was Halo, because it's using a full-on orchestra for a game is something that is just fantastic.
It changes everything.
Yeah.
It really does. Sound quality, like, don't get me wrong, 8-bit music, when you want throwback, is great. And then something like a remake like Pokemon Fire Red that uses a combination of 8-bit and orchestra is great. But when you have that full orchestra, when you have that full emotion,
like you have the strings, you have the brass, you have you have all of that. It's something that is just truly spectacular.
If you still have any doubts on Halo, never forget. Never Forget is my favorite track on Halo. Listen to it, love it. It's like, hauntingly beautiful.
Marty O'Donnell, like I think like we saw his work. Like Halo was his baby. Like I go back to like even ODST. Like ODST was still fantastic. It was Halo and jazz, and it was still really good. And then we saw him get fired during Destiny, or he left the company, or internal things he left during Destiny. And I think there's one song I can point to in Destiny that says that's his work, and the rest of it I can say I don't know. It like I think he may have done the main theme and one song while you're on Earth on Destiny, because he was a fantastic composer. And like
one of video games best for sure. But what's your third?
Number 3, Pokemon.
Yeah, can't ignore it. Can't ignore it.
Like soundtrack of my childhood.
It's one of those things. Pokemon the soundtrack has such a lasting impact on you.
Yeah.
That sometimes you just need to know like the track name for a you hear a Pokemon track, you know immediately what part of that game you're in.
Yeah.
Like do 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 do. You like Viridian. Like you're just like boom, Road to Viridian. It just throws you back to being like
to being there. Yeah, exactly. So those are my 3. So yeah.
Do you have a favorite Pokemon track?
I do not.
I do.
What is it?
Mine is in Gold, Silver, Crystal, and in their remakes when you fight Lance and when you fight Red. It's the same song for both, and it's super intense, and it's a combination of like that opening, but it's way more intense, and you feel the high stakes of this battle, and it makes me want to fight. Like mostly, I know I'm playing a game. I just click, super effective, get out of here.
Yeah.
But when I hear that music, I know that I am in a battle, and it is for stakes.
Awesome. So yeah, I think let's see what games